Hopefully I don't have any ISP problems as well. I do have Comcast, unfortunately.
Okay, I have Cable One, and actually, we pay for 60 download, 60 megabytes per second download, and they're only giving us five.
That you should probably.
Yeah, no, no, we fixed it, but like I'd be playing, and I'd be okay. I have great internet, so I'd just be like, oh, my computer's crap then. But I'd be playing a game, and it would be like 5, 6 minute mark, and I just like everything would lag out.
All right. So do you want to introduce our first player here in the bottom left?
I would be honored to. In the bottom left-hand corner, playing for Infinite NA, a friend of Koshki's, hopefully, in the purple trunks, the Zerg player OldManSlum.
He is indeed a friend of mine, I will say that. And in the top right corner, we have got Quasar's printf. He is our green Protoss today. I know him as a very good player, Masters last season, and I expect to see some very good play from him again today.
Definitely. As a Protoss player myself, I'm very curious to see what Print or printf will do on this map, just because there's been a lot of, with the new maps, there's just been a lot of people saying, well, I mean, we just don't know how to play them that well, and so I'm excited to see them. And I would like to ask, how do you feel visually they look? I feel like they're all quite cool maps. They're unique.
Yes, I do agree that they do look pretty neat. I do like the look of this map. Inferno Pools does weird things to my eyes, but that would probably be the exception. I think the rest are beautiful. I know Vani, I really like the appearance of that
Oh
one as
yeah, yeah,
well.
that looks nice. In printf in OldManSlum will not get the high five, the worker high five off. They will just barely miss each other. I actually have the same thing with our Inferno pools. It's kind of funny, like, I mean, I just don't understand where the spawn points are some games.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm still trying to like figure out if there's a place that you can't spawn.
Yeah, there isn't. It's all locations. Oh, interesting. Maybe some cheese coming out of printf. Now, he does have a forge going down, so possibly some cannon rushes. Do you think that'll be powerful on this map? And it's kind of in an obvious position here.
Yeah, it's got potential. I'm a little unsure so far. We do have... That's interesting.
Going for the gate, even though he has the forge, maybe
So it looks like it's going to be cheese for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. This is a standard Protoss play, everyone. Take notes. I think possibly the gateway is an interesting decision, but I kind of like it.
Yeah, I do too. It provides a lot of potential here, and this cannon is going to make life very difficult as well.
I
And
like
we
the
also
cannon
have
low ground.
oh, that's beautiful pylon position in my opinion.
The more I think about it, the more I like putting the pylon right there. Unless the Zerg obviously pulls all their drones, unless OldManSlum does that, I kind of like that positioning.
Yeah, I do too. I think this is a very smart place to put your pylon. We do have Slum. He's taken the natural of Prince, so
Oh, I like that.
yeah, we're gonna see quite the game here.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what's gonna really happen here, because at first I was kind of like, oh man, printf's just gonna kind of take this quickly. Slum didn't actually go out and take that pylon down, but we will look like we'll see more.
Yes, we will. And the spine crawler, it's hard to tell. Like, I think the cannon's gonna finish right before it.
Yeah, I agree, and especially with that probe just doing a little bit of damage. Oh, he
Oh,
didn't
nice
lose
pick
that probe.
off.
That was his inside man into the main. And yep, that cannon will just destroy that, especially with the zealot. It will be very powerful, and this queen's got to be very wary. He really needs that queen to keep going with his build.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty close here, but I think it's looking more Print favored at the moment. We do have another photon cannon here at the I want to say at the natural Print.
I also, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, I'm wording this. So we've also
Let's
got. Oh, sorry.
No, go for it.
I was gonna say we do see that the Cybercore is being chronoed right now. He really wants to kind of end this with a proxy if he cannot already end it with the photon cannons.
Yeah. Now the zealot's kind of going out on a limb here, taking a lot of that stock, taking a lot of that queen out. But I think he shouldn't have done that. I think he should have saved that.
Yeah.
And I was just gonna say, what always happens to me is when there's a pocket natural, you know what I mean, behind your main, and then like they take that as their third or fourth. So I'm just like, what do I call this?
Yes.
Is it the third or is it the natural or what? Yeah. And I like that printf isn't kind of like freaking out and trying to get units out. He's like, okay, I'm going to keep doing cannons. I feel confident with these. And he's got really nice positions.
He did take out that hatchery now. Although, both are pretty poorly supply blocked. Like, poorly as in, you know, it's definitely quite the supply block for both players.
Yeah, yeah. Now, OldManSlum is getting metabolic boost, and okay, those Lings don't know it yet. They have not tried to go up that ramp, at least I believe. No, or actually, no, they have. The Overlord can see a bit of it, but like, if he plans to get speed and then run in and go for the mineral line, it's not going to work because it's blocked off.
I will point out that Warp Gate is done now, so...
That's very powerful, unless he loses the pylons. So, I'm kind of curious from here, really, where OldManSlum goes, because yes, he's kind of fought it off, and it looks like he's going to go Ling Banelings to the Baneling Nest, but he's only on one base, so it's going to be kind of a hard economic thing to do. But at the same time, Print is only on one base, too.
Print is only on one base, but I feel like he probably has a little bit more potential here.
Yes, and especially since he has Warp, he can warp outside his wall, which is actually a really kind of cool thing to think about. Do you, on this map specifically, not counting any of this, do you think there's any really important kind of places on it?
I do believe, yes. I do believe that that area in the natural, kind of right over here by the rocks, that is a very tough spot to be in.
Yeah.
Or
I
very
really
tough
like
spot
a bit
to
of his
have.
Stalker Micro. Now, it's not like intense Stalker Micro, but he's definitely he's definitely making them worthwhile right here. Now, I think kind of at this point, though, he really should be kind of poking into the to more of the main to see what's there.
Yeah, I agree.
These queens are going to be in a very bad position, but these Lings may be able to kind of take the fire away from those queens.
Does get that one. Those cannons are really a big help right now.
Yeah, they help so much against those Lings, because really these Stalkers against a lot of Lings, they do alright. At this level they do pretty well. And a lot of Banelings being morphed.
Yeah, I was going to say, this looks like, you know, unless the Stalker Micro is not great, I think this is looking very favored towards Print.
Yeah, definitely. But then again, these Banelings could switch it very fast. Now, there is 4 photon cannons. The Banelings will try to engage with these Stalkers. Stalkers getting into a nice kind of hallway right there and taking a lot of... And the cannons actually took out a lot of those Banelings right there, and the Stalkers leaving... taking them out a lot, but not getting rid of the entire amount, which is what he wanted to do.
I did like that positioning, that Stalker positioning there when the Banelings hit.
Sorry about that. I went into play-by-play caster mode and was trying to catch everything going on.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the damage is really being done here. There are roaches out now, but it's going to be very tough for Slum to come back after this. More Stalkers warping in, more Zealots.
And by the way, thank you, Dan Taro, I believe. Natural isn't a term for the second base, it's a term for the safest expansion. That actually makes sense.
That does, yes.
These Stalkers have a very nice position. If the roaches get too much, they can simply pull back, and they basically have a castle to pull back to, if you would, with these photon cannons. We will see a kind of willy-nilly probe by Print going around scouting to make sure there's no proxy bases somewhere. He's like, is this guy going to tap out yet?
Well, yeah, making sure he can, like, warp in safely somewhere else.
Definitely,
but there we go. GG, well played to both players. Print is our victor.